I've stayed too long here.
Take me to Paris with you.
You will visit me with your sisters and your little brother. There's a bridge there named after your grandfather. Did you know that? Le Pont Alexandre. He never saw it. We'll walk on it together, and we will go to the ballet every night.
Take me with you now.
My darling Anastasia, I already have. Wherever I go, you will always be there with me. You're my favorite. Strong, not afraid of anything.
Like you.
Shh, our little secret. Our lullaby. Whenever you play it, think of an old woman who loves you very, very much. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember, and a song someone sings. Once upon a December.
Have you said your prayers, my precious Anastasia?
Yes, Mama.
For your father, the Tsar, for your sisters and brother, for Russia herself.
Yes, Mama.
And what's this?
A music box, so the child will remember me.
Better prayers than music boxes in these difficult times.
It's the last ball of the winter season, Mama. All Petersburg will be there.
We've been through this.
She's right, Nikki.
Remember, Anastasia, Paris.
Nana! Nana!
The Tsar requests the first dance of the evening. Mademoiselle?
I am the Grand Duchess, Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov.
of them. All of them.
Comrades, the revolution hears you. Yes, our way is long, the journey is hard, and the chains of the Romanovs are heavy. 3 long centuries they have bound us. We have broken them. Together, we will forge a new Russia, a fair and compassionate Russia that will be the envy of all the world. That is the promise we have made, fellow Russian to fellow Russian. The Tsar St. Petersburg is now the people's Leningrad.
They can call it Leningrad, but it will always be Petersburg. New name, same empty stomachs. They tell us times are better. Well, I say they're not. Can't cook an empty promise in an empty pot. A brighter day is dawning, it's almost at hand. The skies are gray, the walls have ears, and he who argues disappears. Hail our brave new land!
St. Petersburg is blooming, a city on the rise.
It's really very friendly if you don't mind spies.
Behind our leaders,
Stand in line for bread.
We're good and loyal comrades, and our favorite color's red.
Now everyone is equal, professors push the brooms.
24 total strangers live in 2 small rooms. You hold a revolution, and here's the price you pay. Thank goodness for the gossip.
Spasiba, zasluhi.
Thank goodness for the gossip that gets us through the day. Hey! Have you heard? There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Have you heard what they're saying on the streets?
The Tsar did not survive one daughter, maybe still alive.
The Princess Anastasia.
But please do not repeat.
It's a rumor, a legend, a mystery. Something whispered in an alleyway or through a crack. It's a rumor that's part of our history.
They say her royal grandmama will pay a royal sum
To someone who can bring the princess back.
then close another border. We should have gotten out of Russia while we still could. St. Petersburg was lovely when royalty was in. I called myself a countess, though I'd always been. I hobnobbed with the royals, but then a change of luck. The Tsar was dead, the royals fled, and comrade, now we're stuck.
Vlad, I've been thinking about the Princess Anastasia.
Oh, not you too, Dmitri.
It's the rumor, the legend, the mystery. It's the Princess Anastasia who will help us fly. You and I, friend, will go down in history. You'll find a girl to play the part and teach her what to say. Dress her up and take her to Paris.
Imagine the reward a dear old grandmama would pay. Who else could pull it off but you and me? It was just a truck backfiring, comrade. That's all it was. Neighbor against neighbor. Those days are over. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're shaking. There's a tea shop just steps down from you. What's the hurry? I'm here every day. I swear. Countess above pajamas. Red side up there.
I found this in the palace with an A. It could be Anastasia. So what will someone pay?
We need something of hers, the show the old lady?
Does Lord's being Anastasia than wearing a tiara, Dimitri?
Not much. Look at how many people you fooled. How much is that music box?
Ah, the music box. Yes, it's genuine Romanov. Why, I could never part with it.
2 cans of beans, comrade?
Done.
Do you believe in fairy tales, Vlad?
Once upon a time I did.
We're going to create a fairy tale the whole world will believe. Now it's risky, but not more than usual. We'll need papers, we'll need tickets, we'll need nerves of steel.
Yes, it's risky, a lot more than usual.
We'll try to cross the border with our princess and our plot.
Hopefully disaster won't ensue.
With luck it all goes smoothly.
And with luck we won't be shot.
Who else can pull it off but me and you? We'll be rich, we'll be out, and St. Petersburg will have some more to talk about.
There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Have you heard? Comrade, what do you suppose?
A fascinating mystery.
The biggest con in history.
The Princess Anastasia. Alive or dead? Who knows?
It is me, the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov.
Try it this time without the gum in your mouth.
It's not gum, it's tobacco. It is me, Grandmama, your precious Anastasia. They shot me, but I've lived and I've come all the way to Paris to tell you I'm alive. Well, I'm not really an actress, you know.
No.
Thank you, ladies. We'll let you know.
What you're doing is against the law.
And for this, we lost our best hours on the street.
If you weren't so handsome, Dimitri, I'd report you.
Out, out!
Well, you tried, my friend. Anastasias don't grow on trees.
I'm not giving up. I'll go to Siberia to find an Anastasia.
Have you been to Siberia?
I've never been anywhere but here.
The day I took up with you.
It was me or the Bolshevik firing squad.
You saved my life.
A rash act of kindness, completely out of character.
Stop fiddling with that thing before you break it.
I can't get it open.
It's a fake.
How would you know?
No one spots a fake like Count Vladimir Popov. The biggest fake of them all.
I knew it. Those women ratted on us.
At least they'll feed us in jail.
I'm looking for someone called Dimitri.
I'm Dimitri. What do you want?
I need exit papers, and I was told you're the only person who can help me.
Well, exit papers are expensive.
I've saved a little money.
The right papers cost a lot.
I'm a hard worker. You'll get your money.
What do you do?
I'm a street sweeper.
A street sweeper!
In Odessa, I washed dishes, and I worked at the hospital in Perm.
They're a long way from here.
I know. I walked it.
You walked here, All the way from Perm.
I had no other choice.
Who are you running from?
I'm not running from someone, I'm running to someone. I don't know who, but I know that they're waiting for me in Paris.
You don't need papers. There's a canal out there. Jump in and start swimming. You'll be in Paris before you know it. She's crazy.
I am not crazy. Why are you so unkind?
We were just hoping that you would be someone else.
Who?
Someone who may not even exist.
I've been in this room before. There was a play and everyone was beautifully dressed.
This was the private theater in the Count Yusupov's palace.
People were polite and kind.
She's going to faint on us.
Oh, when did you eat last?
Afterwards we danced. There was champagne and I stole a sip.
Dmitri, where are your manners? Get her some water.
This isn't a soup kitchen, Vlad.
You seem to be a gentleman, even if your friend is not.
Gentlemen? No, there's a word I haven't heard in a long time. Life hasn't exactly been easy for my young friend.
Life has not been easy for anyone. Thank you.
Don't be too quick about this one.
Her? Have you gone crazy too?
I am Vlad. What's your name, dear?
I don't know.
You don't know?
They gave me a name at the hospital. Anya. They told me I had amnesia and that there was nothing they could do about it.
Then tell us what you do remember.
They said I was found by the side of a road. There were tracks all around. It had recently snowed. In the darkness and cold, with the wind in the trees, a girl with no name and no memories but these. Rain against a window, sheets upon a bed, terrifying nurses whispering overhead. Call the child Anya, give the child a hat. I don't know a thing before that. Traveling the back roads, sleeping in the wood, taking what I needed, working when I could, keeping up my courage, foolish as it seems, at night all alone in my dreams. In my dreams, shadows fall, and a light at the end of a hall. Then my dreams fade away, but I know they all will come back one day. I dream of a city beyond all compare. Is it Paris? Paris. A beautiful river, a bridge by a square, and I hear a voice whisper, I'll meet you right there in Paris. You don't know what it's like not to know who you are, to have lived in the shadows and traveled this far. I've seen flashes of fire, heard the echo of screams, but I still have this faith in the truth of my dreams. In my
can't help you after all, Anya. It so happens we're going to Paris ourselves.
Another rumor on the street. Another rumor to attend. Fill out a new report. The rumors never end. Another scheme, another lie.
Another spy betrays a friend.
Fill out a new report. The rumors never end.
Anything concerning the Romanovs, even the most preposterous rumors, we take very seriously.
I told you! She's as much of a Romanov as I am. She's been living under a bridge until she took up with them. Her name is Anya.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to arrest them?
You've done your duty, and I have done mine. Listening to your gossip.
It's not gossip, it's the truth.
If I see the three of you soliciting on Theater Street again, I will not look the other way. Off with you. Another rumor on the street, another girl to apprehend, one more pretender who no longer they pretend. Fill out a new report. The rumors never end. The rumors never end.
Are you ready to become the Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov?
I'm ready to find out who I am, but I'm not going to lie to do it.
It won't be a lie. We're going to help you remember the truth.
I wish I had your confidence.
If the Dowager Empress recognizes you as her granddaughter, Vlad and I will get a small reward for our efforts, and we'll all live happily ever after.
And if she calls me a fraud?
It will just be an honest mistake. Either way, it gets you to Paris and us out of Russia. Everybody wins.
But how do you become the person you've forgotten you ever were?
Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine another time, another world. You were born in a palace by the sea.
A palace by the sea.
Could it be?
Yes, it's so. You rode horseback when you were only 3.
Horseback riding, me?
Horse's name?
Romeo. You threw tantrums and terrorized the cook. How the palace shook.
Charming child.
Wrote the book, but you'd behave when your father gave that look.
Imagine how it was, your long forgotten past. We've lots and lots to teach you, and the time is going fast.
Let's see you walk, head up, regal bearing. Now, shoulders back and stand up tall, and do not walk, but try to float.
I feel a little foolish. Am I floating?
Like a sinking boat.
You give a bow.
What happens now?
Your hand receives a kiss. Most of all, remember this. If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it.
Something in you knows it. There's nothing to it.
Follow in my footsteps, shoe by shoe.
You can learn to do it too.
You're the ones who don't stand straight.
It's all his years of bowing and kowtowing at court.
Bowing is a sign of respect.
I bowed to someone once.
There, you admit it.
I was a boy. I didn't know any better. It was the first and last time. Where did you learn that?
I didn't teach her. She's a natural. Be seated, young lady.
Now, elbows in and sit up straight and do not slurp the stroganoff.
I never cared for stroganoff.
She said that like a Romanoff.
The samovar!
The caviar!
Dessert and then good night.
Not until you get this right. If I can learn to do it, you can learn to pull yourself together, and you'll pull through it. Tell yourself it's easy, and it's true. You can learn to do it too. Who is your great-grandmother?
Queen Victoria.
Your great-great-grandmother?
Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld.
Your best friend is?
My little brother Alexei.
Wrong. Your best friend
I
is...
know who my best friend is.
What a temper.
I don't like being contradicted.
Well, that makes two of us.
Continuing on. Now here's your great aunt Olga.
How she frolicked on the Volga.
Oh.
Your distant cousin Vanya loved his vodka.
Got it, Anya?
No.
The Duke of Oldenburg was short.
Louise of Baden
Had a...
Count Sergei
wore a feathered hat.
I hear he's gotten very fat.
And I recall his yellow cat.
I don't believe we told her that.
If you can learn to do it, I can learn to do it.
Saw you and I knew it.
I'm glad you knew it. Suddenly I feel like there's a chance.
Not until you learn to dance.
Ow.
Ow!
We have only just begun. If you can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. Pull yourself together, and we'll pull through it. Tell yourself it's easy, and it's true. You can learn to do it.
Nothing to it.
You can learn to do it.
The caviar, the stroganoff, the samovar, the feathered hat. The cousin drank, the duke was short, and here a wart, and there a cat. The horse's name was Romeo, so tell me something new.
Ha!
Ha!
You can learn to Très bien, mademoiselle, très bien.
Merci, monsieur, merci.
Vous parlez français?
Un peu.
She's charming.
What were you telling her?
Oh, the aristocrats all spoke French, Dmitri. Russian was for common people. Like you. You get to sleep on the sack of lentils tonight, Anya. You have earned it. Bonne nuit, ma chérie. Tomorrow, we begin again.
In Russian, for the common man,
You were born in a palace by the sea. Could it be?
Thank you, sir. Your confidence in me is justified. A new office with a view of the Nevsky Prospect. And a Russian telephone that works. That was a joke. We have wonderful telephones.
She's here.
Sir, our little troublemaker has been found. It's a beautiful city, our Leningrad. All those people coming and going, creating a future for themselves. I stand at this window for hours admiring them and wondering why such a few bad apples are getting into mischief instead. You can see all the way to the old Yusupov Palace. Funny business going on there. Counter-revolutionary behavior, some would say.
Why was I brought here?
I thought you could tell me, comrade. You! The frightened little street sweeper! I'd almost stopped looking for you at the old Nevsky Prospect. Anya, am I right?
Yes?
My name is Deputy Commissioner Gleb Vaganov. It's the uniform and the office that make a bad impression. I'm really not so bad. See, I have a sense of humor. You're shaking again. A friendly cup of tea will warm us both up.
What is the charge?
There is no charge. Why should there be? You have a job, food on the table, a place in the new order of things.
I'm very thankful.
Which is why I am telling you to leave this world of make-believe before it's too late.
I don't understand.
If you really were who you are pretending to be, they would kill you without hesitation.
Everyone pretends to be someone else. I'm no different. It's an innocent enough fantasy.
No, Anya, a dangerous one. The Romanovs are gone. Every last one of them. They no longer exist. My father was one of their guards.
I don't want to hear this.
When he was told to fire, he obeyed orders. Be very careful of these rumors that prevail. Be very careful what you say. I was the boy who lived the truth behind the tale, and no one got away. I saw the children as the soldiers closed the gate, the youngest daughter and her pride, my father leaving on the night they met their fate, his pistol by his side. The Neva flows, a new wind blows, and soon it will be spring. The leaves unfold, the star lies cold. A revolution is a simple thing. I heard the shots. I heard the screams. But it's the silence after I remember most. The world stopped breathing. I was no longer a boy. My father shook his head and told me not to ask. My mother said he died of shame, but I believe he did a proud and vital task. And in my father's name, the Neva flows, a new wind blows, and soon it will be spring. The leaves unfold, the sun lies cold. Could I have pulled the trigger if I'd been told? Be careful what a dream may bring. A revolution is a simple thing.
Thank you for your warning, comrade.
As your new friend, Anya, be careful. And as Deputy Commissioner Gleb Vaganov, be very careful. I saw the children as the soldiers closed the gate. Anya!
Life is good.
As long as there's vodka, life is wonderful.
I'll drink to that. The Neva flows, a new wind blows.
And what's that awful smell?
The leaves unfold, the czar lies cold.
Now he's drinking his vodka in hell.
They know where we're living. His name is Gleb.
Look who's here, the Prince of Petersburg.
Oh, we thought you were in Paris.
Oh, he missed his old partners in crime.
Looks like he got himself a girlfriend instead.
She's not my girlfriend.
Well, if you don't want her, Dimitri, I'll have her. You want to dance, sweetheart?
Leave her alone. Hey, get off of me.
I know. Hey!
Anya? Anya? Oh my God.
Next time I won't go so easy.
Where did you learn that? You're good.
You want to see what else I can do? Come at me. I won't hurt you.
I believe you.
I didn't walk halfway across Russia without learning how to take care of myself. You've had it easy.
Not so easy. My father was an anarchist. He died in a labor camp for his convictions. My mother was already gone. I don't really remember her.
Who raised you then?
No one. I raised myself. I grew up on the sly, in the gutters, in the streets of Petersburg. Just a kid on the fly, getting good at getting by in Petersburg. I've bartered for my blanket, stolen for my bread, learned to take my chances and use my head. A Russian rat is clever, or he ends up dead. Boils down to there are some who survive, some who don't, some give up, some give in. Me, I won't, black and blue. Welcome to my Petersburg. Come on, y'all. spires to the piers of Petersburg. I'd be down on that quay, selling stolen souvenirs of Petersburg. The palaces above and alleyways below. Funny when a city is all you know. How even when you hate it, something in you loves it so. That's where I learned my stuff, in some rough company. There's the boy growing up who was me, all I've been, all I'll be. We can do what we're told, we can go where we're led, but I learned from my father to see what's ahead. Nothing here to hold me, no one that I owe. Funny how a boy can grow. Funny how a city tells you when it's time to go. That's where there are some who have walls yet to climb. You and I on the fly, just in time. But tonight there's a sky and white of you. Welcome to my Petersburg. My father used to bring me here. He'd put me on his shoulders so I could have a better view. I bet you can see all the way to Finland from up there, Dima.
Dima?
That's what he called me. There isn't a day I don't miss him.
It seems neither of us has a family then.
You don't know that? The answer's in Paris. Now, tell me about her little dog.
His name was Toby.
Go on.
I loved him very much.
Don't stop.
I'm not as strong as you think I am.
Close your eyes.
What for?
Just do it. Put your hand out. Open. You worked hard. You earned it.
What is it?
Well, it's a music box.
It's beautiful.
It's broken. I can't even open it. How did you do that? Anya?
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and warm. Horses prance through a silver storm. Figures dancing gracefully across my memory. How soon can we go? They're canceling trains right and left. Here, I worked an extra shift this week. It's not much, but every ruble counts.
We're not even close, Anya.
I don't understand.
I thought I could get us out before they closed the borders for good.
What are you saying?
There must be someone out there who can help you. I'm sorry.
I don't want your money.
It's your money.
It's our money. I trusted you.
I said I was sorry.
But I didn't trust you enough. You close your eyes.
What for?
You're the stubbornest person I ever met. Just do it. Hold out your hand. All right, now open.
It's a diamond.
The nurse found it sewn into my underclothes at the hospital. She hid it for me till the day I could go. A secret she kept, although why, I don't know. She said, don't tell a soul till the moment you must. I had to make sure I found someone I trust.
You had it all this time? Without telling me?
Yes?
Why?
It's the only thing I have. Without it, I have nothing.
Well, how do you know I won't just take it now and you'll never see me again?
I don't think you will.
If you weren't a girl, I'd...
Disaster! The Count Yusupov Palace has been raided. We're done for if we go back there. Mother of Moses!
She had it all along.
I didn't trust either of you with it.
Oh, I don't blame you, but never mind. All is forgiven. I love you, Anya.
Vlad, I'm counting on you to get the exit papers.
Done.
I'll go fence the diamond. Where are you going?
They owe me a week's worth of wages. Every ruble counts.
We're going to Paris on a train. I'm gonna sleep in a hotel and take a bath in a real bathtub.
Train for Budapest on track 4. Paris via Budapest on track 4.
It's a special train. Aristocrats and intellectuals. Everyone the Bolsheviks want to get rid of. We'll be traveling as members of the Diaghilev Ballet Russes. They've taken Paris by storm. God bless you. I recognize that man. That's the Count Ippolitov. He's not just an aristocrat, but an intellectual as well. And he's a dead man on both counts.
Train for Budapest on track 4. Paris via Budapest on track 4. All aboard.
We should go. How can I desert you? How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay. I pray you, let me have a moment. Let me say goodbye to bridge and river, forest and waterfall, orchard, sea and sky. Harsh and sweet and bitter to leave it all, outrageous. I paid for first class. We should be having champagne and caviar.
There is no more first class. Everyone is equal now.
You don't have to sound so damn happy about it.
How dare you smoke without my permission?
And who the hell do you think you are?
I am the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanoff.
I'm in a compartment with a crazy woman.
Warn us next time before you do something like that.
I wanted to see what it felt like, saying I was really her.
It's a long trip. You'll have plenty of time. In Paris, your first challenge with the Dowager Empress's lady-in-waiting, Lily the Countess Smolyevsky-Malevich. No one has access to the Dowager without her.
She sounds like a dragon.
Oh, quite the opposite. She was beautiful, voluptuous, married, everything I look for in a woman. She gave me a watch studded with diamonds.
Did you love her?
Oh, madly, darling. But I love the watch more.
What happened to it?
Gone with the old Russia, along with everything else. I hope Lily's happy to see me. Be honest, Claude Popoff. How could she not be? I may have gotten fatter, but maybe that won't matter. Bottom line, I'll win her. We'll do some reminiscing. She'll see what she's been missing over wine and dinner. And though I know I've grown a tiny bit gray, some women say I look distinguished this way. How about as if I'm still a frisky young pup? Haha, oh, let's hope that I can straighten up. If she says no, we'll all lay low and we'll go from there.
Handshaking, heart thundering, meet the royal. Yes. Start smiling, stop wondering, why did I say yes? This chance is all I've got.
Keep a grip and take a deep breath, and soon we'll know what's what. Put on our show, rewards will flow, and we'll go from there.
And we'll go from there.
And we'll go from there.
Oh, what a lovely ride, and what a lovely day,
For a totally illegal,
lovely getaway.
I may have gotten fatter, but maybe that won't matter. Bottom line, I'll win her.
Start smiling,
Smiling.
stop wondering,
Why did I say
Yes, dinner,
This
and though I know I've grown a tiny bit gray,
all I've got. Keep a grip and take a breath.
how about as if I'm still a frisky young pup?
What's
Let's hope that I can straighten up, but no more doubt.
No time to spare.
we're nearly out.
So let's prepare.
we're on our way to who knows where we'll go from there.
We'll go from there.
Papers, papers.
Good evening, officers. Is something the matter?
We're looking for someone illegally leaving the country.
Didn't have the right papers, eh?
Had the right papers. Had the wrong name. Count Ippolitov.
I'll go see what happened.
We know what happened.
Calm her down. Any tears will betray us.
We'll be safe soon.
That's what the guards said when they were pointing guns at us.
No one's pointing guns at you. You're taking this too far, Anya.
Not if I am really her.
We're almost out of Russia. Once we cross the border, we're safe.
You put these ideas in my head, and I'm beginning to think that they're true.
3 Czechoslovak officers just came aboard with orders to arrest 2 men and 1 young woman.
Well, that could be anybody.
I don't think so.
What are we going to do?
We're getting off.
Oh, the train's moving again.
Unless you want to end up like Count Ippolitov.
Jump!
Crossed the Russian border and they weren't on it. A temporary setback will find them, never fear. They think they can elude us, but they'll end up here. A ragged little upstart engaging in a crime.
The Princess Anastasia is running out of time. Oh, Dmitri, wait. Anya's exhausted. She can't go any further.
The Polish border's only a few more kilometers. We'll be safe there.
Oh, wait for me.
Follow them to Paris. If she's not Anastasia, bring her back. We'll make an example of her. And if she is Anastasia, finish the job for your father, like a good son. It's really very simple. You merely point the gun, and then you pull the trigger, and the job is done. Enjoy your new position, the telephone, the view, the Princess Anastasia, alive or dead. It's up to you. Everyone imagines being someone else. It's an innocent enough fantasy. An underhanded girl, an act of desperation, and to my consternation, I let her go. She wants what she can get. Is that a fair depiction? Does she believe her fiction? It's hard to know. Is it innocence or guile, or nothing but a childish act of will? She doesn't know she needs to. She willfully misleads you, but still. At his father's knee, my father asked questions, well, where would we be? She's nothing but a child, a waif who needs protection. I feel a strange connection I can't allow. She says it's all a game. She trembles like a flower, but in her there's a power. I see that now. I am nothing but a man with nothing but his orders to fulfill. I'm innocent, she cries, but then you see her eyes, and something in you tells you that she absolutely lies. Then your heart replies. But still,
La Belle France!
It looks like Russia.
France looks nothing like Russia! It looks like France. Open your hearts and minds to all of this. Learn something! I'm getting emotional. Last time I was in Paris, I was a young man. My waist like this.
Why have we stopped? I'm going to ask the driver what's wrong.
Look at her rattling off in French with him. You taught her well, Vlad. Don't be surprised if we get away with this.
She'll break your heart, Dmitri.
Be quiet. What do you know?
If they accept her as Anastasia, you'll never see her again.
As usual, you don't know what you're talking about.
This is as far as he goes, but he says from the top of the hill that you can just see Paris.
Are you ready to be astonished?
We made it.
Even when I was mad at you, Dmitri, I never doubted we would. Thank you.
Thank Vlad.
I can see the Eiffel Tower. It's true. It's really there.
Anya, come see. Anya?
Anya!
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast. On a journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide. I'll be safe and wanted. Finally home where I belong. Well, starting now, I'm learning fast on this journey to the past. Home, love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too. Home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope, then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future. Things my heart still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let it lead me to my past and bring me home at last.
Voila, mes amis, here's Paris. Now that we're here, follow me. Begin with the view as you stroll down La Rue.
And soon all Paris will be singing to you. Paris holds the key to your heart, and all of Paris plays a part. Paris turn the page to a new modern age,
And we'll do it too if we're smart.
the French have it down to an art. Everyone's a writer, painter, poet. Everything is avant-garde or chic.
We'll be in the know before we know it.
In the knowest, poets, magnifique, to find in Paris what you see.
Harry holds the key to her fate. We won't have much longer to wait. And then come what may, we will each go our way.
I dreamed of a city beyond all compare. It's hard to believe that I'm finally there.
At last there's a future.
There's freedom.
There's hope in the air.
Paris holds the key to your heart.
The pleasures of life fall apart. Come dance through the night and forget all your woes. The city of light, how it glitters and glows, and one never knows what will start. Paris holds the key to your heart.
I don't know about anyone else, but it's been a long day. I'll be at the hotel.
Don't use up all the hot water. I've never seen him so happy. I'm going to go and try to find Lily. I'm going to start at the Neva Club.
The Tsar Alexandra Bridge, named after Tsar Alexander III, once considered the most beautiful bridge in Paris. Paris holds the key to my heart, and all of Paris plays a part. This bridge is a good place to start.
I'm sorry, Count Leopold.
She can't always be resting. Her Majesty knows I have important documents for her to sign.
Documents designating you the heir to the Romanov fortune. She will never sign them.
She is an old woman who has outlived her place in history. Anastasia is a pathetic figment of her imagination. Eventually, I will be seen as the sole beneficiary to the Tsar's estate as decided by an international court of law.
I will tell Her Majesty you called.
You'll be at the Neva Club tonight then, Lily?
Along with every other white Russian in Paris.
I will want the first Charleston.
I've given up dancing for Lent.
Lent just ended.
Next Lent, I'm getting an early start.
Is he gone?
Your Imperial Majesty.
He's like a dog with a bone, that one.
Only 4 letters today.
If only I could lose hope entirely. I used to open each letter with a beating heart. Could this be my precious Anastasia? But after so many disappointments, I've come to dread the daily post. Another day, another imposter.
I won't let you give up.
Dearest Lily, I know I am a proud and difficult woman. You are the only one I have allowed to see what's become of me. I was Maria Fyodorovna Romanov, Empress of all of Russia. You can't possibly know what that means, Lily. No one can.
Your Majesty, remember our happy summers by the sea in Livadia?
Livadia? They all do their homework.
Strange and bizarre events have brought us to Buenos Aires. Bring me to Paris and I will convince you I'm Anastasia.
She wants me to pay her passage. At least that little imposter from Cleveland paid her own way. What is Cleveland? I've never heard of such a place. It sounds dreadful. Cleveland. Ugh.
My dearest grandmama, if I may call you that.
I was never grandmama. I was Nana, and I was only Nana. Grandmama, they play me for a fool. Give me those. No more letters. No more interviews.
There will be other young women. What shall I tell them?
Tell them they're too late. The Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov is dead. And the Dowager Empress is dead with her. Leave me.
I'll light the lamps. Will you be all right this evening?
My precious Anastasia.
She doesn't hear me.
These strangers come calling, soon enough they're gone. The twilight is falling, lamps will soon go on. And where does summer go? I will never know. Summer used to last endlessly, children all in white running down the Seine to me. To me. I've believed so long, I have dared to hope that the door might open and that you might enter. Playing hide and seek. Kisses on my cheek. The lamps begin to glow in my heart. I know you're a lie that I've waited for. Tell them all to go. Tell them all no more. Tell them I close the door.
Welcome to Paris, comrade.
I beg your pardon?
Only just off the train Russians wear shoes like yours. I had the same pair. Try the Russian tea shop on the Rue de Bac, number 17. Last I heard they were hiring.
I'm not looking for work, comrade.
Good evening, Countess Lily.
The only thing good about it is that it means one day less. I'm being Russian, Sergei. I love life. Oh, Count Gregory, how was the ballet?
Oh, dreadful. You never heard such a racket. Thank God for Swan Lake next week. Real Russian music and not this Stravinsky.
You'll be there, Lily, with her Imperial Majesty.
Oh, but of course. A lady-in-waiting's life is never her own.
Marvelous. I haven't seen the Dowager Empress since the Russian opera season.
Don't loiter. They won't like it. Go to the back door. Kostya will give you something to eat.
I'd rather starve than eat their scraps. Makes me ashamed to be a Russian.
For the Neva Club, St. Petersburg on the Sun.
Only a fool would go back. My husband was very sorry he did. 10 families living in our ballroom alone. There were chickens in the wine cellar. It wasn't the Russia he remembered.
And what was it our great poet said? Which one? We have so many.
Does it matter? They all say the same thing. Past glories, present grievances. Once I had a palace, here merely a flat. I fled with some diamonds and that was that.
It's very tragic.
Once ladies in waiting, all bending a knee. Now only one lady in waiting, me.
No fanfare. No coaches.
And we sold our brooches.
No afternoon partings with the bar.
No caviar, but I say we're not dead now.
We're not dead now, we're in France instead now.
Let us not be sad. The night's young and Russians are mad, so let's live in the land of yesterday. Live in the grand imperial heyday. Let's live in the land of yesterday, Russia. Let's put on the fancy clothes and let's while our woes away in Russia, land of yesterday. In dire circumstances, why wallow in regret? We're out of second chances. Why are we here except to forget? You know the world is fickle. Life is a leaky sieve. Pass me a glass and give me a bow and drink to the Countess. Nobody now. Why should I care as long as I dare to live
In the land of yesterday.
Let's run off the bill as if we're still royalty at bay in Russia, land of yesterday. The night's young, and Russians are mad, so let's live in the land of yesterday. Live in the grand imperial day. Let's live in the land of yesterday. Russia! Put you in front of a firing squad.
They did, but when they gave the order to fire, no one could pull the trigger.
I can't imagine why not.
I still melt hearts, ma chérie, just as you still melt mine. I crossed a continent for this moment.
Still up to your old tricks, I see.
Admit you're happy to see me.
I'm glad you're not dead, but that's as far as I'm willing to go. Paris.
Didn't you get my letter?
And I promptly tore it up.
You've grown hard, my darling Lily.
No harder than I need to be.
My precious Lily.
I'm not the woman you remember, Vlad.
No. You're even lovelier than I remember. My hot-blooded, sensual, passionate mistress.
That was then when the world was beautiful.
We can make it beautiful again in Paris. The city of lovers.
If only we could.
Ever since that first day I saw you at court, I knew I was beneath you.
You were right, darling. You were.
I noticed you across the room, the most exquisite rose, the tiniest tiara and that haughty little nose. I flirted with you shamelessly,
or so the scandal goes. The Countess
and the common man. We tiptoed off to Peterhof to have a royal fling.
My husband was oblivious, counts never know a thing.
And all of it was perfect.
Till you stole my diamond ring.
The Countess and the common man. Cologne in the bedclothes, the pastry and wine.
And under the table, your foot touching mine.
Oh, and how my heart beat when you sent me a sign. You loved me, and oh, it was simply divine. Who would have known, my little rose, we're back where we began.
And I suppose that you'll propose another sneaky plan, which I'll resist
until you're kissed. For nothing's better than
the Countess
and the common man. The Countess and the common
I'm waiting for you to kiss me again.
Oh, gladly. But first, there's a young woman I want you to meet.
That's it?
And there will be someone at the ballet on Monday who will want to meet her as well.
And who is it?
The Dowager Empress. We're going to change history, Lily. The Countess.
And the common
They live in the land of yesterday, lost in the mad imperial heyday. How sad is the land of yesterday. How could a good Russian girl be so madly led astray? You want to change history? Well, I'll let you lead the way to Anya.
Who are you? Every night you come.
And we will, until you remember us.
Have you said your prayers? God is everything. Sleep well with his mother's kiss.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm going to die soon. We all are. Do you have a secret?
I don't know who I am.
That's silly.
Everyone knows who they are.
Papa!
Anya!
The voices keep coming back.
That's all they are. Voices. You're having a nightmare.
Stay with me, Dimitri. I'm frightened.
Is that better?
Who do you think I am, Dimitri?
If I were the Dowager Empress, I would want you to be Anastasia.
You would?
I would want her to be a beautiful, strong, intelligent young woman.
Is that what you think I am?
I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd begun to wonder if you were ever going to pay me a compliment. Do you think I really could be her?
I want to believe you're the little girl I saw once, many years ago.
I don't understand.
It was June, I was 10. I still think of that day now and then. A parade and a girl and a crowd of thousands. She sat straight as a queen, only 8 but so proud and serene. How they cheered, how I stared in that crowd of thousands. Then I started to run and to call out her name as the crowd on the road went wild. I reached out with my hand and looked up, and then she smiled. The parade traveled on with the sun in my eyes. She was gone. But if I were still 10, in a crowd of thousands, I'd find her again.
You're making me feel like I was there too.
Maybe you were. Make it part of your story. A parade
Passing by.
Passing by.
It was hot, not a cloud in the sky. Then a boy caught my eye.
In a crowd of
Thousands. He was thin, not too clean. There were guards, but he dodged in between. Yes, he made himself seen in a crowd of thousands. Then he started to run and to call out my name through the sun and the heat and crowd. And I tried not to smile, but I smiled. And then he bowed.
I didn't tell you that.
You didn't have to. I remember. The parade traveled on with the sun in my eyes. You were gone, but I knew even then.
In a crowd of thousands, I'd find you again. Your Highness.
What's meant to be is meant to be. I see it at a glance. She's radiant and confident and born to take this chance. I tried to think of everything, I just forgot romance. I never should have let them dance.
and driest wine, of course, Your Majesty.
Is she in a good mood?
She's never in a good mood. What have I let you talk me into?
Wait till you see her.
Your Majesty.
Oh, no, you mustn't.
That composure. We did a good job, Dimitri.
I don't want you to get your hopes up, young lady.
We'll celebrate after, on your grandfather's bridge.
I'm ready.
You will now announce the Grand Duchess, Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov.
Your Majesty, you have a visitor.
What are they saying? Wonder how long they'll be. Why should I worry? Worrying's not like me. Nothing to do but pace and stew and wait till the girl walks in. Why panic now with everything to win?
My nerves can't take this. Tell Lily I needed a stiff glass of vodka.
Nothing but silence. This could be bad, but no, let's assume it's good. Thought it was foolproof. Nothing is foolproof. Whoa, better knock on wood. Girl gets a family, boy gets rich, and fairy tale gets a spin. How can we fail with everything to win? I wonder if our paths will ever cross again, the way they did when you were 8 and I was 10. We said this was goodbye, but even so, you never know, you never know. Should be glad that we're breaking free, but nothing is what it was. I didn't know she mattered to me, but now I can see she does. Convent and princess get their wish, and fairy tale comes true. Funny, one small part I never knew. With everything to win, the only thing I lose is... What happened?
She wouldn't even look at me. Tell this imposter, Lily, I know her kind all too well,
I'll tell her the truth.
that I was a pawn in a scheme of yours. I was cold, and I was hungry, and desperate when I met you, Dimitri. But I was not dishonest, and I hate you for that.
I'm sorry, young man.
Is she gone?
Your Royal Majesty.
How dare you address me?
Anya doesn't want your money. I take full responsibility for bringing her to Paris.
Gendarmes!
But I believe with all my heart that she is the Grand Duchess Anastasia.
I will not stay for this.
All she wants is what's rightfully hers, your recognition and your loving embrace. Try to imagine her life since her parents, sisters, little brother were murdered.
I do not need reminding of what happened to my family. I lost everything that I loved that day.
So did she. Anya survived for a reason. To heal what happened, or Russia will be a wound that never heals.
That is no longer a concern of mine. Russia has damned itself to an eternity for what it has done.
You are tiring her.
God will judge you harshly, old woman. History already has.
He turned his back to you.
Take me home, Lily.
My life you played with, telling me I was someone I never was or ever could be. What is this?
I bought it for you. When we
I
were at
don't
that...
want it.
Where are you going?
Anywhere that's far from you.
Anya!
No wonder you were dismissed from court. Men like you deserve every bad hand life deals you. You both do. I admired how you were proud of who you were despite your circumstances. And you taught me to be the same. And the whole time you were tricking me. Russian history. Save it for your next Anastasia. Your Imperial Highness.
I think history demands we play this game to the end.
Please, be seated.
There is no need. I shall be brief. Who are you?
I believe I am the youngest daughter.
Spare me my family history. It's in any bookstore along the Seine. Anyone can read it.
I didn't think you'd be so cruel.
I'm old and I'm impatient. My kindness has become a luxury.
My Nana was the most loving woman imaginable.
Well, that was before they murdered everyone she loved.
She smelled of orange blossoms when she hugged me.
It's a common enough scent.
Not hers. They were imported straight from Sicily in a box made out of polished olive wood.
How dare you sit without my permission? All right. Sit. You have my permission. In that case, I shall sit too. Who was my favorite lady in waiting?
You didn't have one, you kept dismissing them.
It was a trick question. You're clever. I'll grant you that. I'm trying to see the resemblance, and I don't trust my eyes.
Well, you should wear spectacles. Sorry.
Name the 3 courtesans that your mother dismissed.
Why don't you want me to be her?
I have found solace in my bitterness. It does not disappoint me. You Anastasias always do.
But if you give me a chance, maybe I won't.
I don't believe Anastasia exists.
You don't want to believe it.
What was your mother's full title as the Empress of all of Russia?
Aren't we beyond all of this?
Her Imperial Majesty, the Empress of all of Russia, Alexandria Fyodorovna.
She was Mama to me. She was Mama to all of us.
You all cry at some point. Do you rehearse? Your tears will get you nowhere.
Why did you come here?
Your young man told me that you weren't a part of his scheme.
He's right, I wasn't.
He believes that you very well may be my granddaughter. He says you've even come to believe it yourself.
I believe it with all my heart. But I can't be her unless
you can't be
recognize
anyone unless you recognize yourself first.
I know.
Do you know how it feels to lose everything, young woman? My son, his children, everything I loved and held dear to my heart, all lost and gone in one terrible moment. I'm going to ask you one last time, young woman, and be very careful what you answer.
don't know. Who are you?
An old woman who remembers everything the way it should have been and nothing the way that it was.
Do you remember the last time you saw Anastasia?
I didn't know it was the last time. We never do. We never know which goodbye is our last.
You were leaving for Paris, and you never came back. You gave her a music box. I believe this was it. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember,
Things my heart used to know. Once upon a December.
I said I'd visit you in Paris. We'd go to the ballet, and we'd walk on Grandpapa's bridge.
You never knew him. I loved him very much.
We can walk the bridge for all of them now, Nana.
What took you so long?
It doesn't matter, I'm here now.
Late. You've come too late.
It's never too late to come home, Nana.
Anastasia.
Orange blossoms.
And this is Count Vladimir Popov.
Popov. P-O-P-O-V.
Her Majesty is coming, but she's running very late. I'm certain that Her Majesty will set the record straight. But royalty is royalty, one always has to wait. I'm really not at liberty to gossip with the press.
Oh my gosh.
Her Majesty is coming, but till then you'll have to guess.
Suffice to say, you'll meet today the little lost princess.
Did she arrive by train?
I heard she may have gone insane.
A lie.
How does she look?
How does she feel? What has she done? Where has she been?
How did she live? Who took her in?
I'm nearly ready to begin.
Where has she been? What has she done? Who took her in? Is she the one we're waiting eagerly to see? Is she the Princess Anastasia?
Enough! Now! Her Majesty is elderly and doesn't stop.
She doesn't stop.
She's ready to receive you, but you must obey the
You must obey the rules.
Smoking and no joking.
And no handling the jewels.
Members of the press.
Where has she been? What has she done? Who took her in? Is she the one we're waiting eagerly to see? The Princess Anastasia.
Surely, Your Majesty, you don't believe that this impostor is the Grand Duchess Anastasia.
Count Leopold? With your powdered face and dyed hair and vodka breath. No wonder my parents laughed at you behind your back.
You're right, Anastasia. They did.
They all did, Your Majesty.
I remember you.
Quit while you're ahead, Vlad.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty. Goodbye, Your Majesty.
I don't like that man.
Oh, he's not so bad. Yes, he is, Your Majesty. He's a terrible person.
Get used to people agreeing with whatever you say.
That's not right.
Now, where is your young man?
He's not my young man.
If it is not plain to you that he loves you...
He's not my young man, Nana.
When Dmitri refused my reward for finding you, I thought, Anastasia has found herself a different kind of prince. One of character, not birth.
Dmitri refused the reward?
You are Anastasia. He said that was his reward. You have made this the happiest day of my life, Anastasia. Now make sure it's yours as well, Anya. We will always have each other, no matter what you decide.
I should be glad I'm where I should be, but nothing is what it was. I didn't know he mattered to me, but now I can see he does. Conman and princess get their wish, and fairy tale comes true. The only thing I lose is
Gleb. An underhanded girl, an act of disseration, and to my consternation, I let you go. But not this time. Paris is no place for a good and loyal Russian.
we are both good and loyal Russians.
I've come to take you home.
My home is here now.
Stop playing this game, Anya. I beg you.
We both know it's not a game, Gleb.
If you really were Anastasia, do you think history would have wanted you to live?
Yes! Why don't you?
The Romanovs were given everything, and they gave back nothing until the Russian people rose up and destroyed them.
All but one. Finish it. I am my father's daughter.
And I am my father's son! Finish it, I must. My father shook his head and told me not to ask. My mother said he died of shame.
Maybe you see them, hear their screams, imagine their terror.
But I believe he did a proud and vital task, and in my father's name.
Do it. Do it, and I'll be with my sisters and my brother and parents all over again.
The children, their voices, a man makes painful choices. He does what's necessary, Anya. For Russia, my beauty, what choice but simple duty? We have the past to bury, Anya. And soon it will be spring. The leaves unfold, the sunrise cold. For the last time, who are you?
I am the Grand Duchess, Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov.
Be careful what a dream may bring. A revolution is a simple. I can't.
I mean you no harm, Gleb.
I believe you are Anastasia.
But what will you tell them?
That I am not my father's son, like I thought I was. Long life, comrade.
She'll turn up eventually, but why would she disappear in the first place? You've accepted her as the heir to the Romanov fortune. She would live like a queen. Although people don't really want queens anymore. Well, the English do, but they're crazy.
I searched her room. It was bare, except for this.
I think we have seen the last of that young woman, Lily.
Was she Anastasia?
You're my favorite. Strong. Not afraid of anything.
It's time, Your Majesty. They can't hold them back much longer.
If you ever see me from a carriage again, don't wave, don't smile. I don't want to be in love with someone I can't have for the rest of my life. Goodbye, Your Majesty.
I always dreamed my first kiss would be with a handsome prince in Paris.
I'm not your prince, Anya.
The Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov would beg to disagree, Dima.
As of today, there will be no more Anastasias. The reward for her safe return will be given to charity.
There never was an Anastasia. She was only a dream.
A beautiful dream.
A dream that only time will fade.
So, no more talk of the Grand Duchess, Anastasia Romanov.
There is no room for fairy tales in the new order of things. The case is closed.